Well, this isn't going to be your normal forge update. There is something I need to do here in the shop, and that is to make a jig to mass produce the captured heart puzzle that I made a few weeks ago. Out there at the forge I can make about 2 of those an hour, and with a jig I think I can make between 5 and 10 per hour. So that's what this project is today, and let's get to it. So I'm going to just zip through this first part because this thing that I'm building right here I spent about 2 hours on, and when I got it out to the forge I discovered 2 things. It wouldn't fit, and the vise wouldn't open up enough to allow it to even work if it did. And this is the first run of my welding lens mounted on my camera, and one thing is clear, it's not very clear. Okay, so here is the theory of operation. We slide these over the vise jaws, and you lay this rod in there and tighten the vise down, and it will squeeze the rod into this loop here with this ram. So the only other thing to make is the ring maker. All we need for the ring maker is a sturdy piece of angle and a piece of tubing to use as a mandrel, and I'm guessing this handlebar is going to be it. I know I want 1 bolt to anchor the rod against, and then I want 2 more bolts to bend it. So I'm going to punch holes for those. Here's an example of both the filtered and unfiltered images of welding. The welding filter that I have on the camera on the left is just not dark enough. I'm going to have to get a darker lens, and maybe that'll improve it. Okay, so these 2 bolts don't need to be that high, and they don't need threads on them either, so I'm going to just whack those threads off, and this thing's going to be done. I have my ring making jig that I'll just bend the hot rod around this loop and then stick it in here to adjust it so the ring is centered on the rod instead of off to one side. We're ready to go, so let's make a run out to the forge and we'll test it out. Okay, that turned out pretty good. So there are 2 problems with the heart jig, and that is it doesn't fit on the jaws, and the vise does not open wide enough for it to work. So I'm going to have to re-engineer this. Okay, well unfortunately my idea about just slipping these onto the vise out there and making the vise into a press that would bend that rod into the shape of a heart, Well, that didn't really work out. I still have these pieces though, and I still think they're usable. I think I'm going to have to rework this though. It's my intent to make this into a standalone pressing device, and but that's going to have to be another time, because this is all the time I have for this week, and I am very happy with the ring maker for the end. That is going to speed things up quite a bit. Anyway, having a good stock of those puzzles on hand is a really good fundraiser for the Forge, and it's a good cause. Lots of people come and look. They have us build things for them even. So there's something I think I neglected to mention so far is, you know, we are all volunteers there, but we do make things for people. If you want a door knocker or custom hinges or custom drawer pulls, captured heart puzzles, if you need something, we'll make it for you. Of course, we're going to charge you for it, and all proceeds will go to the Forge operations. So yeah, come on out. It's in Old Town Folsom. We're usually there most days in the midday between about 10 and about 3. Sometimes a little earlier, sometimes a little later. You know, when you're all volunteers, the hours get flexible, right? Anyway, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Click up here to see my last video. Click over here to see something of mine that YouTube thinks you'll like. And have a good one.